everybody. Welcome back to Mornings with Ahni. As usual, I hope you guys have had a great week, and honestly, I hope you did something fun. Today is going to be a little different because instead of us talking about something serious or deep, we're going to only talk about humorous things or embarrassing moments, awkward moments, the whole shebang. Before we get started, I have one of my closest friends with me. She and I have known each other since nursery, and we've been close since. I honestly don't remember a time that she wasn't in my life, and I'm so grateful that God has paired us up together. And I will say sitting in church together is a really bad idea, but anyways,
Always.
we love it. She's one of the friends that I go to tell all the tea because she doesn't care how late I call her, and we'll stay on the phone for like 2 hours. And she's like, I remember her the first couple times that we did that, she looked at me and she one day and she was like, you do know you're the only friend that I ever stay on the phone with for 2 hours. Like, you're the only person. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I hope you don't get too tired of me.
Never.
Because she tells me all her drama and, vice versa. And so without further ado, please welcome Bella to the podcast.
Hi, guys.
So, question of the day, because as you know, question of the day, you're going to hate me for asking you this. What is the craziest dream you've ever had?
Oh my. Oh my. Okay, for reference, I have crazy dreams consistently. There is one, I actually wrote it down.
You did?
I wrote it down the other day. Let me find it. Okay, so it was really random. So, for some reason, we were at my house and there was a
Like
bunch of
us? Or,
no, it was
oh,
a bunch of
just,
people from school, which was weird because people don't come to my house. If you're at my house, it's kind of strange, unless if it's her, of course. So there's a bunch of like random
yeah,
people from school.
unless it's me, it's not
Yeah,
weird.
right. So there's a bunch of people from school, and someone, I think it was me, was buried in mud. And the trailer that my dad has was in our front yard, and we don't put any like equipment in our front yard because we like our grass a little too much. And so the trailer was there. Someone pulled me out of the mud, and I was like laying on the trailer with my back towards the trailer, and all my friends were playing frisbee, but it was like squares, and they were just throwing it around. And I was so confused. And when I woke up, I was like, I have to write this down. This is gold right here. So I think that's one of the crazier dreams. I did have a dream that I was um Spider-Man, but that was a fun one because it was right before we went on the winter retreat with church, and I
Which is, so a little context. When we go on our winter retreats, we go up to Gatlinburg and we always go on the mountain coaster. So proceed.
yeah, so and I had been wanting a leather jacket. I actually didn't get the leather jacket. I will get it this year, I promise. But been wanting a leather jacket that had an inside pocket. Well, I was the only person that had a pocket in my, like, for some reason. So I had my phone in my pocket. I had Ani's phone in my pocket. I had a few other friends' phones in my pocket. And I've got my jacket all zipped up and we're going on the mountain coaster. Well, the phones fall out of my pocket breaks for some random reason, and all the phones fall out. Well, because I'm Spider-Man, because I'm awesome, I just like get it with my webs, of course. Jump out of the mountain coaster, grab all the phones, all this sort of stuff. Then the mountain coaster starts falling apart. I'm jumping and trying to save people, but still trying not to reveal my identity to all my friends. So yeah, that was a pretty crazy dream too.
Yeah. So that was only like a week or two before we actually went on the actual trip.
Right.
And so I told her when we went on the mountain coaster, I was like, try not to, die up there.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make sure that we don't,
Yeah.
you know.
I would save them, I promise. I would save them.
She'll try, but
I would do my best. I would do my best.
it's a one-man show. Like,
What can I say?
you gotta try harder.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. Anyways, so getting started with this is gonna be really probably embarrassing, cringy,
It will
secondhand
be.
embarrassment.
I can already feel it coming.
Anyway, so our first thing that we're gonna talk about today is church. I'm calling it church moments that we were just dumb and naive and
Still are.
still are, which is the bad part.
Yeah.
Because we still are. Um, So when Bella and I were kids, story time, we thought that the offering plate was like so precious and we couldn't touch it. One, because our parents wouldn't let us, and I guess two, we thought that we weren't allowed to touch it
We're just not
whatsoever.
allowed to touch it.
We're just not
We're
allowed
too
to.
little.
Yeah.
Why would we be
Yeah.
able to touch it?
And so one day when I was hanging out with Bella, when we were a lot older, this was only like a year or two ago actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, did you ever think that the offering plate was like that was like a thou shalt not touch? Like that was and that was one of the 10 Commandments. And
Part of the 11, actually.
part of the 11, second Mesmeriah.
Yeah.
Anyways, she so she was like, yeah, I always thought like if I ever touched the offering plate, I was like doomed. And I was like, oh, I was like, so you felt the same way. So one Sunday we were you can tell the rest. You can tell the second half.
So one day we were sitting in church, and my family usually sits kind of far back in the back.
Back row Baptist.
Always. And so they sit kind of in the middle, up a little further. Well, the offering plate was going around, and where I sit, I usually don't get the offering plate because there's only like 5 of us back there in the back. And she had got the offering plate. She grabbed it, turned around, and like stared at me and was like, I just got to touch the offering plate. And she acted like she had never touched it before, which had
so
she
bad.
probably not, but she
Yeah.
was so happy.
I was very, and what made it worse is the way our church service goes is like the offering and then a special and then the like preaching. So I was like, we were about to go into like a moment where you're supposed to be dead silent quiet, and I looked at her and she just looks at me and she like raises her eyebrows and we were like shaking in our seats, and I was like, I can't look at her. And I was like, I can't believe that I just did that, because I was like, this is gonna be perfect. I was like, I have to turn around and look at her because there was like, if there was an opening, there was an opening of people, and I literally just looked straight at you, and you were like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, you just got to touch the offering plate.
Like, yes.
I think you even came up to me and talked to me after service about
I'm
it.
sure
You're
I
like,
did.
I just touched the offering plate.
I'm sure I did. Yeah. So, anyways, that's kind of stupid stuff that we
But anytime we get to touch the offering plate, that's how
we
it is.
I mean Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. I remember when we sit next to each other, and if I'm sitting with you, the offering plate does come towards us, and like I grab it, and when I hand it to you, I'm like looking at you like,
like,
childhood
look at
dream.
And who knew that the offering plate was such important to us as
I know.
kids? But
This little fake gold plate.
Yeah, I remember. Like you're not supposed to like take communion, before you get saved. So I was always so confused as a kid because I was never able to do it. Well, this girl was talking to us at school actually just last year, and she was saying like, that in their church we were talking about something embarrassing that we did, and she was saying that in church that they actually do, like, they use actual wine. And so she said, but there's like sections, so there's like wine and then there's not wine. So she said, so I actually got a cup that was the wine. And she was like, I was going up to the front to grab one, and this is like in front of people, and she said I spit it all over the floor. Like, yeah,
That's crazy.
I was like, that's so embarrassing, but like,
just gotta chug that down,
it's so gross though, and sometimes like the little pieces of paper taste like styrofoam. And I'm like,
bread? The pieces of bread?
it looks like paper and it tastes like
It's bread.
styrofoam. If it walks and quacks like a duck,
bread.
it's a duck.
Pardon?
Anyways, so yeah, that's just a little side note. But we'll get to that in a second. I'm looking at my outline because I sometimes forget what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what I'm kind of afraid of. We're going to be looking up Google auto completes. So what we're doing is we're going to type in, like, let's say I type in, why does my dog, and then we have to read what comes up. So I'm going to pull up Google and see what happens, because this should be exciting. All right, so the first one that we're going to do is, why don't we just do why does my dog and then see what comes up. Tell me what you
Okay, why does my dog lick me so much? Probably he loves you.
Probably. Let's see. Why does my dog smell like fish?
That's good.
That's terrible.
Why does my dog eat grass? Well,
Well,
I
that's
don't know actually.
you don't
No, why do they eat grass?
because it
Don't they
when their
eat
stomach doesn't feel good, they eat grass so they can throw up.
Really?
Yeah.
Also,
That's
I
kinda
don't
gross,
have a
but
dog, guys. That's why I don't know.
yeah.
But I
Well,
do love dogs.
yes, she loves my dog and
He is
she's
precious. He is absolutely precious.
yeah, they were he was getting all in her face yesterday
He was.
and she was covered head to toe in all of the hair. And
Yeah.
I was
And kind
like
of slobber too.
yeah, that was nasty.
It
I
was
was
kinda
like I was
nasty.
like, Bandit. I was like, get away from her. She doesn't want all of the kisses. Like, and he's
But
a
I
big
did.
dog. He's a big dog. So it's like him getting on top of you is you might as well just forget it. Like
Kind of scary, honestly.
it
Huge.
he is a big dog. Do you have another one on the autocorrect?
Why
These
does
are-
why does my dog stare at me? Well,
I don't know actually.
maybe he wants you to give him a treat.
Why does my dog lick my feet?
Well, I have that one up here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the same thing for me.
Why does my
That's-
dog follow me everywhere?
These are people.
Yeah.
They cannot. There's no common sense whatsoever.
No, not usually with them.
Probably
No
not.
offense, all Google users.
All right. Next one we're gonna do is can you snap?
Can you?
Wait, hold on. That does not work. Safari. Oh wait, no. I haven't wait, I haven't gotten there. Hold on. I was trying to use Safari and it didn't work. Oh boy. Can I
This is
snap?
not good.
Okay, go. You go first.
Can you snap out of depression? Who is looking this up? If so, I feel so bad for you.
I know. That's terrible. This is mainly talking about Snapchat though. So it's like
Yours is?
yeah, mine is. It's
Mine
like,
is not.
because mine says, "Can I Snapchat someone in a different country?" Can you?
I don't know. I don't have Snapchat.
I don't either, but I want to know. Kind of. Now I kind of want to press it.
You probably can. If they have Snapchat, you have Snapchat. You just add them.
I'm gonna. Oh, it says yes. Since Snapchat can be used to communicate with people in different countries. Now that is actually kind of cool.
I think that kind of makes sense. So
Yeah.
It's like WhatsApp and
That's true.
stuff. Just with taking a picture of yourself.
Yeah. What about you?
Can you snap a snake's neck?
I don't think you can because it's not. There's no bone.
Well, they do have a bone. They do have. Like,
oh,
they.
I'm
okay.
stupid, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a junior and I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
We're both a junior. It's okay. They're just one long spinal cord. That's what they are. Snapping it anywhere is pretty lethal, according to Google.
According to Google,
Because
I can believe everything you read on the internet.
consistently.
Yep. Okay. So next thing that we're gonna do is can I legally do? This one was a little dangerous for us yesterday, cause
Can I legally do? This is hilarious. Can I legally do nails at home? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like, yes, you can paint your nails.
Yes. What? No, I'm not reading that one.
So real.
Can I legally make my husband move out?
I saw that one. I don't know, girl. I think can I can I legally do my own plumbing?
I mean, I haven't heard that there's a law.
I haven't heard a lot of that.
Yeah. No, yes, the other day I was looking it up, I think on my computer, and it said someone said, "Can I legally adopt adult?" And I was like,
Maybe.
I mean, if you're 18, you can technically adopt a kid, but that's just weird.
But it is weird because some 18-year-olds are like, "Ooh, let me adopt my 17-year-old bestie," and I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, at least, my sisters, they're always like, since they're older, they're like, we could technically adopt you. And I was like, yeah,
Technically,
technically, yeah.
that'd be second time up, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I legally make my own country?
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
Can I legally make someone my sister? Technically, I don't know.
I have no idea. All right.
That's kind of strange.
Next
What y'all be
is,
looking up is weird.
yeah, what to do when I.
Oh boy. When I can't type. When I
That's so real.
what to do when I can't sleep.
Okay.
Sleep.
Um, what to do when I miss my boyfriend?
Go find him. Go get one actually. Um, what to do when I feel like vomiting? Vomit.
Okay. Eat salt? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's probably really bad advice. Do not.
Yeah. Don't listen to us. We're
Don't.
actually not smart.
No, we're not.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was kind of dumb,
Yeah, that one was.
but it was funny at times.
Yeah.
It was funny because some people really do look up weird
They
things.
really do.
Well, tell them the one that we told my mom this morning.
So the can I legally? It said, "Can I legally own a raccoon?"
I mean, I
Technically, I don't know if they're like an endangered species, but I mean, if they come to your trash every morning, just kind of, give them some more food. Maybe they'll stay around a little longer.
maybe they'll stay around a little longer. No. All right. So aside from that, that was just something that was kind of boring and just funny for us
That was kind of
personally. Anyways, so we are going to talk about awkward school moments
Boy.
because this is gonna be painful. So
Already painful.
you wanna go first?
I don't even know what kind of awkward school moment we're thinking. Like
I mean, it can be anything.
anything.
Like
Why don't you
anything.
go first?
Okay.
That way I can
All
kind
right.
of gauge.
So I
what
don't
I'm
I don't know
doing.
if I've ever told you the story. So I may have. I know I've definitely told Avery this, which is another one of our friends. But I was at school. I was first year at school. I was, in a class with a bunch of popular kids. I mean, these were like all of the theater kids. At my school, theater is like 95% of us. So, it's everyone in there. So I was, in the class. This was my first year. I was kind of nervous. It was kind of getting to the end of the year. And I went to go watch our theater production, and there was a guy in my class that like I didn't talk to him a lot, but he was singing on stage. So when I walked into class, I was like sitting down and I was like, "Hey Zach," and he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I did not know you could sing." I was like pretty much trying to give him a compliment, but that did not come out as a compliment. So I'm not kidding. The entire room went silent and looked at me. Like every single person looked at me and was like, "What did you just say?" And even I don't know what the teacher was doing, but she wasn't even like she was not doing anything. Like she just was, I guess she was doing her own thing because she was even quiet. So like literally every single person in the room just stared at me and I was like,
Oh, that's awkward.
this is really bad. And like I'm trying to impress these people because they're all popular people and I'm trying to like, find my way around school. Oh, it was so awkward. And it made it even worse because there was you don't ever want to make yourself appear stupid in front of people, especially teenagers. So
Especially
there was,
guys.
especially guys. I know, because it was only, there was like four guys, always four guys, and maybe five, and then a girl sometimes I would sit over there with her friend, and then the rest of the room was girls. So like they're all, that's the guy's side, and one of the guys had like flirted with me at the beginning of the year, and I was like, after I said that, I was like, he probably thinks I am so dumb right now. Like, yeah. So
That's rough. That's
it was
definitely
really
I put my
embarrassing.
foot in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was genuinely not trying to like insult him, but it came out as like a somehow insult. So that just, yeah, that was really
Yeah,
embarrassing.
that is kind of
But
rough.
mm-hmm.
I don't really know if I have. I mean, of course, I probably do have embarrassing stories. It's just I can't remember them. Because, I mean, I've been at my school for 10 years going on 11. So it's like everything that I do now, it's suddenly, no, it's not embarrassing. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, right.
But I think there was one time, this is funny. So I was playing football with some of the guys and my friend, and I was running after the one guy because technically we weren't allowed to play tackle football. I mean, did we? Yes. Were we supposed to? Probably not.
Not.
And so I was running and I was trying to touch him with my hands so that way I could tag him so then they could stop. And well, I was putting so much of my body weight forward that I was gonna like push him over when I got to him. Well, he outran me. I'm not a very fast person. I'm a sprinter, but I'm not like fast enough to
Running
reach this
is
guy.
not her thing.
Running is not my thing. And he plays a bunch of sports and all this sort of stuff. And I went to go touch him. That sounds wrong. But I went to, you know, go tag him out. And I put so much force that when I thought he was going to be there, he wasn't. So I fell face first into the grass, slid across the grass, blacked out. I cut the side of my eye, like I had a big scar. My knee was scraped up, my elbows were scraped up. And when I woke up, no one was there. I look up and I'm like, what is happening? Where am I? I'm in the same place. No one came and got me. One of my close friends, she came up to me and she was like, Bella, are you all right? And I'm like, huh? Who? Me? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I get up and I'm like, ow, my leg kind of hurts because it's all scraped up. And at the time, our teacher, I guess they were out of the building or something, so we had one of the high schoolers watching us. And so my friend ran and told one of the high school boys who was watching all of us, and he was like, so?
What?
And yeah, so one of the high school girls took me to my mom, who's the high school teacher. And one of the teachers yelled at the student who picked me up and was like, put her down! You're not supposed to pick up the kids! And I was like, I'm injured. I can't walk. And so she put me down and she walked me to mom. And mom was like, Bella, what happened to your face? And I was like, what do you mean?
You're like, what?
And I like felt it and it's like bleeding and stuff.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that was pretty embarrassing.
I mean,
I fell face first into the grass.
you were like, that will never happen again.
It hasn't. I've fallen on the ground, but nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry that happened to you because that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, but I was younger, so it wasn't like it was when I'm like
Recent.
Yeah, I think I was probably what 9, 10. So it's not as embarrassing, but it's still a little rough.
Mm-hmm. Did you? Who was it that came over to you?
I think it was Charity.
It was Charity. Okay.
Yeah.
When like did it? So like you said, nobody even knew that you'd fall.
No.
Did Charity remember that?
Yeah, she remembers it. Yeah. We joke about it sometimes. But yeah, when I woke up, I don't think there was anyone next to me. The guys were celebrating because they had won the football game.
Oh my word.
And Charity was on their team because we weren't allowed to be on a team together because we were the only two girls that played. So we had to be on separate teams. That way it was fair. Air quotes, fair. And so when she finally came up to me, she was like, oh, let me go get, the supervisor, well, the high schooler that's in charge of all of us. He did not care. So, but that's okay.
It's okay. You can
okay.
just...
I
just want to beat up the person that says, who cares? Like,
yeah.
That is so...
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
That's so mean.
But I was just a little girl, just falling on the floor. That was an interesting day. And I had that, like, it wasn't like a bruise, but it was like a scrape on my eye for like a week or so. I mean, I thought it was kind of pretty cool, but, my battle scars.
Yes. So I just looked up some questions on Safari to ask your best friend.
Ooh,
so
juicy question.
Well, it's more of like we both kind of have to answer it. So who's the most likely to get married between the two of us?
Oh, we're both getting married. Hello? We're both getting married.
But who would be most likely to get married first?
I don't know, because I feel like you would want to get married first. And so you most likely could.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you would find a boyfriend before me. But I hope I'm married right out of college.
Yeah, I want to finish college before I get married. Just because I will have everything out of the way, you know? And I don't have to worry. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting distracted and I can focus just solely on school. Which, who knows? The Lord may bring somebody into my life before that. But I'm asking that he doesn't. Because I probably, for myself, I know I need to focus. So
Right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having, like, a boyfriend during college. But then not getting married. And I don't mind being engaged while I'm in college. But getting married after I finish college, I think would be nice.
Yeah. What's their favorite restaurant to eat at? I don't even think we know that about each other. Like,
no, we don't go out to eat together a lot.
That's true. We don't.
And when we do, it's like Mexican food.
So that's not.
And that's definitely not mine.
Well, I know your favorite food.
Oh, days.
So this girl is a very, very plain eater. She doesn't like anything. Like she doesn't like casseroles. Like she doesn't like.
Okay, who puts that much food into a bowl and then
I
decides to
love
eat it?
casseroles. Like
It's
no,
nasty.
it's not.
Yes, it
At
is.
my family's Thanksgiving, we always have like 15 different
That's
casseroles.
nasty.
It's so amazing.
Okay.
We got like green bean squash.
That's
We got like what is
about
it?
to
Like
throw up right
sometimes
now.
we'll have like I know my mom does like poppy seed chicken casserole, which is so good.
What
Anyways,
even is that?
it's like poppy seeds. Like they're little like just black seeds that you eat, and they're really good with chicken and like cream. What's it called?
A creamed corn?
No,
That would be terrible.
no. It's like I don't know. It's I'm not. I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember now.
That's nasty. That's just nasty. Like, I just can't even fathom that. That's eating.
Anyways,
that.
but her favorite food is chicken nuggets and fries.
Yeah.
That is all this girl eats. She doesn't eat anything else.
That's untrue. I eat mac and cheese. I eat chicken sandwiches, which, I mean, same concept.
We've leveled up. Your mom did tell me that when we were at Buc-ee's that you actually like the chicken sandwiches.
Oh
at
my goodness,
Buc-ee's.
the chicken sandwich at Buc-ee's is so good. Like, I don't know
I've
if y'all have
never
ever
had
had that, but it is so good. Definitely go get it next time you guys are at Buc-ee's.
Yes,
because
go
it
find
is.
yourself a Buc-ee's and just go in it and smell all of the.
If you say new books, I'm gonna smack you.
No, okay. So this is actually one of the questions on the list. It says, "What's a weird, well,
A weird habit.
a weird habit?" But I could say a weird quirk for me. So you want to tell them what I told you yesterday?
Okay, for her, she smells like new books. Now, if you're a
I
reader,
smell like new books.
no, you smell new books. You don't smell like, oh, days, this is getting out of hand. No, you smell new books. So she told me this yesterday, and I said, why? Because her and her mom were talking about how they smell like new school supplies, like the
It's
paper
just-
notebooks.
Yeah, it smells good.
What?
She's like, no.
No.
It smells so
and they were
good,
like, "Are
though.
you a reader?" And I'm like, "No, because I don't read a lot." And they were like, "Well, of course you wouldn't understand. You don't read books." But I've never had the urge to go see a book and go, "That smells delicious."
Oh, no, it's not that it smells delicious. It's that it just smells like I was telling Bella. I was trying to explain to her.
New
like,
beginnings.
Yes, it's like
How do you
new-
smell new beginnings?
It's like
You meet
it's
a new person,
clean
you
for
smell
the
like a new
most-
beginning.
Like what? For the most part, it's like nobody's really like it's not been used that many times. It's just like the pages are like new. It feels like it's right off the press. Like it is. Oh, it's like nothing is like the satisfaction of getting a new book and just especially a book that I'm excited to read. Like school books. There are certain ones that I'm just like, I could care less. But
I think I could fathom smelling a new car because like you get
That's
in
what I was
the
trying-
car.
yeah, I was trying
And-
to explain that to her. Like
but
it's
that
like
makes
a car.
sense. Smelling a new book does not make sense.
Okay.
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 Anyways, I think we'll only be able to do like a couple more questions. Let's see. When is their birthday? We should know this.
Yeah.
I should know this actually.
Well, I know yours.
Okay. What is mine?
It's 11/01/08.
Okay. Well, yeah, because you memorized my password. Anyways,
So it's November 1st of 2008, if that makes it
Yes.
sound better to people who don't understand what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know the year. I should know the year, but I don't. Is it January 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. I should. Well,
And I'm 2 years younger than you.
so it would be 2010.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
The fact that she
I got
didn't know
it.
the year I was born
I'm
is actually
sorry. I'm
insane.
sorry. I didn't.
I feel offended. I'm joking, I promise.
I didn't know. Let's see. That is weird. I don't even know why these are even questions.
So real.
No, we're not asking that because we're not revealing secrets. So, nope. Have you ever accidentally sent an embarrassing photo to the wrong person?
Embarrassing photo? No, but I have accidentally sent a photo to the wrong person. But it wasn't a bad decision. I mean, I could care less about the photo that I sent.
What? Okay, so it's kind of this question brought up something in mind. So it says, "What's the worst outfit you've worn to impress someone?" Which I can't remember.
Oh.
But what is for us? What is probably the worst like look that we've ever had? Like
Oh.
hair type of.
Oh. No. You said hair and I instantly knew. So there was this point in time that my mom hated me and she made me get a bob. But you know how like some girls look all cute with their bob, right? I'm like 6, maybe. I don't even know. Maybe even 7 or 8. And I had to get a bob because we donate our hair.
Mm.
And my sisters did it. But for them, I felt like it was different because the sister that's closest to me is 6 years older than me. So for them, style back then was so different. And then when I'm like 7, they're like, we're gonna chop off all your hair. And so I was left with a bob and bangs. And it was not a great look. Everyone thought I was adorable, but that's because I was cute because I was little. But it was not a good decision. So I have never cut my hair that short ever again, and nor will I.
Nor will you. Yeah, I don't remember when we were kids. She came into church and I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "You cut your hair?"
Sadly.
I think for me it was the bangs.
Okay, funny thing, I cut the bangs myself.
What?
Yeah. That I think that gets everyone. Okay, so that's why I've got a really messed up hairline too, is because of the bangs. Is my there was one thing of hair. It wasn't like a strand, but it was like a little group of hair, and it was in my face all the time. And I'm at my little desk in the kitchen where I used to do my schoolwork, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just cut it with my safety scissors."
That is not a good idea.
And I cut it, and I put the I didn't put the hair in the trash can. I put it underneath my desk, hoping no one would find it. Well, that the next few days, my mom and my grandmother had noticed that my hair was looking a little different. They were
You
like,
think?
what's going on with your hair?" And I was like, "What do you mean? My hair's normal." And they're like, "No,
Lies.
it seems like it's growing forward." And I was like, "No, it's not." You know, as a 7-year-old girl, like, I
Man,
didn't do
you
anything.
breaking the 10 Commandments. Thou
And
shalt not lie.
well, I didn't notice anything, really.
You cut your. Never mind.
I cut my hair, but I didn't know it was growing forward now. And so then it started to grow. And then, my grandma, she did a lot of trimming her daughter's hair, her hair. And so then she finally like fixed them and made them look normal. But yeah, I started growing my own bangs. It was not a good time.
Okay, so my turn is and this is kind of hard for you guys to visual since there's no video, but so my worst look was probably when I was maybe 7, actually same age. I had to get glasses. Well, I think I honestly made my vision worse because they said at first I didn't have to wear them all the time, but they said like, it probably would help you. But I wore them constantly, so I think I actually made my vision worse.
That's terrible.
Anyways, but these glasses that I got, y'all, they were these little skinny, thin, grandma-looking glasses. They're in every single picture from when I was a kid. And they're not even like centered on my face, half of the photos. So I looked so I'm not gonna say that. I looked so bad. Anyways, and then this is worse. So then after I graduated from the granny glasses, I
Graduated.
I got new frames, but they weren't complete circles, but they were like straight at the top, and then there was kind of like a little circle, and I still looked worse. I think it just made my eyes bigger. And then I finally got to like the square ones that I still wear them actually. I get the same
glasses.
Normal people glasses. I still use the same frames to this day. I've had them for like 2 years. Anyways, but like it was bad because I just didn't like I don't know. I just didn't have style at all. And
we didn't. We were 7.
And my sister was like, "I tried to get you to get thicker frames, but you didn't listen to me." And I was like, "Well," it's like, because I wanted what I wanted. But like the dude, of course, at the desk, he still works there actually. He was like, when I first tried on those granny glasses, he was like, "Those look good on you." And I was like thinking,
Liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. That's such a lie. Because I was like, I hate every picture of myself at that age.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I show people that photo of me when I was little, and they're like, "Oh, you were so cute." And I'm like, "Why are you lying to me?" Like,
No, what was worse is in one of the pictures, your like two front teeth. I think you had just lost your two front teeth, and so you had the bob with the bangs, and then you had
like no teeth. I looked autistic.
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's not. You were cute. You were a cute kid. Yes, you were. I'm not lying.
I was cute when I was like a baby, but like
I would not lie to you about that. You were cute. We were both cute. We just had some rough, times. And
yeah, we went through like 7-year-old midlife crisis.
honestly, she actually showed me a picture recently of me and her and my friend, and we were at VBS, and I she sent me the picture, but the first thing that I sent back to her, I was like, "Why are you smiling so hard in the picture?" Because she literally was like, her neck was like really straight, and she was like straining, and I was like, I could see every line in her neck,
every
and I was
vein.
like, "Why are you smiling so hard?" And she was like, "I don't know."
I
She's
was
like,
just one of those
"No
kids.
idea."
I was one of those kids who smiled hard for every picture and like tried to make sure my back was super straight.
Which it was in that photo.
I
Which
don't
is kind
know
of funny.
why. I don't know who told me to do that and who thought it made me look good, but it did not.
You're like, no.
Probably my sisters. Do this, and they were trying to haunt me.
Trying to lie you, yeah. That's what we get for being younger siblings.
Always.
We always sometimes,
Everything haunts me now.
No, I was pretty naive as a kid.
Me too, bro.
Because my sisters actually told me once. Lauren apparently said this to me. I don't remember this. She said, Ani, if you go do this for me, you'll be able to see in the dark.
Oh my days.
I actually believed her, which is the sad part, because I was like, how naive was I to believe that if I got her a glass of water, I would be able to see in the dark.
Yeah.
But when we got older, like when she was getting ready to leave for college, I got fed up with it. And this, I don't usually, like, at that age, we would fight a lot, like I've mentioned before, but like I just got fed up with her asking me to do stuff for her all the time. And she was sitting in her little corner, and she was doing something on her phone, and she's like, "Hey, Ani, can you get me a glass of water?" And I looked at her and I was like, "You've got two legs. Get up and go get it yourself." And I walked away. I was like, "Ma'am, go get it yourself."
Right.
Like, I'm not your servant.
My two sisters, they would always time me, especially Olivia. She would be like, "If you go get this from the kitchen for me, I will time you. I think you can do it under 15 seconds." And I was like, "Oh,
goodness.
yes, I
remember
can."
doing that.
And I was like, "Yes, I got this." And so I would get ready in like a running position, and I would bolt to the kitchen to go grab her like a cookie and run back. And she was like, "You did it under 15 seconds. Knowing good and well, she did not time me. She counted in her head, which means she did not time me.
Yeah, so, if you're a younger sibling and
Don't fall for that.
Don't fall for that.
Don't fall for that.
Do not fall for it. Make them go do it themselves because
They
they
can
got
do it.
legs. And what was worse is what made me feel bad was Lauren always said, she's really tall. So she was like, "But my legs hurt. It's hard for me to get up." And I'm like, "Honey, get up. Like, your legs probably hurt because of the position you've been sitting in for an hour." Like,
Exactly. Your legs are probably asleep.
you're probably like,
That's why.
your legs are probably asleep. Which, I mean, yes, like, it is a known fact. Like, I guess, especially for guys, when they're really tall, they have, like, knee issues when they get, like, older or something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, "Woman, get up and go do it yourself. Like, I'm not your slave, so."
Yeah, my sister's fiance has knee problems because of how tall he is and because of the sports he played.
Yeah. Well, anyways, this episode has probably been not really beneficial for the soul, I guess. But,
I could say for younger siblings, we're preventing stuff.
Yes. But we believe, I was telling Bella, we believe that God created humor, and maybe maybe there wasn't a ton of humor in this one, but, more
We thought so.
embarrassing. We thought so. More embarrassing, awkward moments and awkward silence. So, anyways, I don't know if you guys learned anything from this, just that we, are crazy together, and, we love each other.
Don't ever let us
sit in church
together.
Like,
Yeah.
no. So, anyways, as always, guys, stay tuned.